There have been changes. Well, improvements. Welcome to another episode of Vaygrim's Chance. I have been making a lot of progress on one specific front, and I will definitely let you guys know about that here in just a minute. I don't think I ever explained this. My little cactus farm. This is a vacuum chest from Ender.io, and it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, a cactus isn't one block in dimension. It's technically a little larger than one block on the sides. It sticks out into the adjacent block, which means I can't grow a cactus right here. You have to have one block of airspace all the way around it. So when you put a chest here, every time a cactus grows up, it then immediately breaks, and the chest sucks it in. It is one of the simplest cactus farms you can make, and it just always runs. It's great. So all of our power generation is still over here. All of our machines are still over here, as you can see, but all of our storage is in the other facility. Now, I really want to hop on this and move everything over, but we need a couple episodes of magic stuff. That's what I worked on last time. I'm going to work on this time. I'll circle back around to all this nonsense later. It's okay. It'll be there. So, the farms and the farm animal. Oh, you know what I need to do sometimes? Come check. Yeah, see? Every once in a while, boop, something gets out. And let's just get that little dab of experience. I've still got 2 mushrooms, 2 cows, 2 pigs, 2 sheep. I think 2 chickens. Yeah. Okay, farm's still going good, but I do need to move it. But that's a pretty low priority. This actually needs to get moved because this is my crucible for Thaumcraft. And if I'm going to progress in Thaumcraft any, I'm going to have to relocate that. This, I think, is probably going to be one of the last things to get moved. Even after I move power, I'm still going to have to make a facility. And I've got a really cool idea of what we're going to do with this. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, the island itself hasn't changed much. The islands in the grand structure of things. Oh, by the way, one of my newest equipment additions, the sleeping bag. I really love this thing. I don't know why it has a durability, because it never takes damage. I think that's a little weird. I think it's supposed to take damage every time you use it, but it never does. So, I don't know if that's bugged or a feature that hasn't been implemented. The team is still here. Vexitos up there. Greylock. An ace. Up on the roof. Oh, let's go see the gang. Let me go. We've got Razzleberry Fox, aka Pinky Star, right here. And up on the roof, as always, is Rorax. So, this tower, I have decided I'm going to extend it, not 1, but 2 more floors. It is going to go straight up, which means it'll be far more visible from down there, which I kind of like. But I've got an idea of what I actually want to do in terms of storage and auto-crafting. So, I'll circle back around to that, but it's going to get a couple of more floors, which might mean this gets extended upwards. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Sploosh. I think technically I would have taken damage there, but, you know, boots. So, this down here hasn't changed much. I moved all the barrels that I had down here. Of course, I have all the chests up here, but I haven't really spent time messing with refined relocation because bits of it are kind of counterintuitive to the way I like to sort things. So I'm still arguing. I've got another option I think I'm going to employ. We'll see. We'll see. Over here is where I've been busy glintweed. Somebody told me in the comments that I can pick these up without shears. A, that's awesome. And B, they count as a torch. I think they're much better looking than a torch, to be sure. I think that looks cool. And they put off the same light level as a torch, which is neat. So you just plant them about the place, and they will spread on their own. So, self-replicating torches. This is where I've been real busy. This is my altar. Now, it started off at 722. 722 times 1, right? I put this down, and it went up to times 3. I put this down, a chalice, and it went up to from 722 to 1312. Got a boost in number. Basically, this is how much energy it has. This is the maximum amount of energy it holds, and this is the recharge rate. Right now, it's got a 3 times recharge rate. What I've discovered is the 3 times recharge rate is just enough to run a distillery constantly and never have that number go down but by 1. So basically, if I have this distillery going constantly, this will say 1311 of 1312 all the time. That's it. It's a really good setup, and I like it. The distillery actually is powered off of the altar. That's why I have it sitting right there in that kind of awkward place. Now, I had a fence right here that went around to here and then connected with that, but I took it down because I think I have enough space. I'm going to put a small ritual chalk circle right here, and we're probably going to address that in this episode. So I have added and replaced. I've gone with all dark oak and acacia drawers, and I've got these cool compact ones too. These are neat. I love these things. These drawers, I have storage drawers I'm absolutely in love with. I don't even know how much they hold total. But yeah, I've got a little bit of alder and rowan, which is what I made the building out of, and that's a dark oak smooth planks. It's a chisel. And I've got some glass. I figured if I was a witch, I would want to look up at the night sky or the moon or the stars or whatever. So this is coming along very, very nicely. I'm getting some ingredients over here. I have a lava bucket is one thing that you actually need in some of the crafting. So I've been using this as a source of eggs. 64. Okay, that's the most number of eggs it'll hold. That's interesting. So yeah, I've been making progress. Got some bone needles, gypsum, slime balls. Slime balls are made as a byproduct. What is it? Valpium and quicklime. And quicklime's real easy. You get wood ash, which is what you get when you burn wood or saplings in the witch's oven. You get wood ash. You just put it in the crafting table, and the crafting grid again, it gives you quicklime. Quicklime and valpium, which is what you get from cooking meat in the witch's oven. And you'll get gypsum used in chalk, slime ball, and oil of vitriol. Breath of the Goddess and some lapis, and I'll show you how this thing works. Let me get one of those, and I have one spare. I have one left on that, so I put this here, and it'll start, you see, bubbling. It is powered off of the altar. You see what I'm saying? It sits there at 1311 of 1312, and all this is well, okay, here's the tricky part. It looks like all I have is a candelabra and a chalice. It's not true, though. For every nature block adjacent and in a range around this, I think it's either 6 blocks or 10 blocks or something like that, it checks out 10 blocks. And it's looking for natural blocks. That means grass, dirt, logs, leaves, planks. This stuff doesn't count, sadly enough, so I should probably swap it out. Chisel cobblestone won't count. Fencing, I don't think counts. I'm not sure, though. But like vines, I could put a trellis across and put vines down off of it. That's weird. I don't know why. I know there was a rowan tree here a little while ago. I think it was a rowan tree. Yeah, rowan tree. Weird. Okay. Put those back. So it is in your best interest to have nature around your altar. It actually raises this number. Now it's one at a time. But as you noted, okay, if you look, 13, 16, 1316. That was 1312 earlier. Why did it go up? That would be the question. I don't know. We had one of these grow, but I think that's outside of range. I think it's too far. So I'm not quite sure. I think it's interesting. I'm actually going to put that away for right now. But I've been making some progress. Made the Circle Magic book. I'm going to make all 4 of them and eventually. But the Circle Magic book looks really interesting. Power 500. Okay, Ender Dew. I don't... Is there a... Oh, okay. I need to go get... I'll tell you what I need to do. Let's go get a stack of Ender Pearls. Because I've got stacks to spare. A stack of those. I've discovered that diamonds are used quite a bit in witchery crafting. We're just going to get these. That is from what I did earlier. Let's get those and put those right there. And it starts processing. So now I just spread these out. Whip a magic. Got a slime ball right there. And is that all the... Yeah, that's all the spare stuff. Eggs get used a lot. Bone meal gets used a lot. Let's see. Flint and bone. You use 1 flint and 1 bone. And it turns it into 8 bone needles. Well, if you use a flint... Whoops. I always get that backwards. And a bone needle together. You get something called a Waystone. And there's a ritual to bind a Waystone to a ritual location. What I'm thinking of is actually putting the ritual right here. I think I have enough space. I'm not sure. I might have to center it on this side. But if I can put the ritual circle right here, I could put the binding point for the Waystone here, and the Waystone would let me teleport back every so often to that ritual location, which means we have this player relocator, and we'd have a Waystone also. I think that's how it works. And I think I want to try that this episode. We're going to have to see, though. I'll tell you what, for now, I'm going to put that in there. Ooh, wow. Oh, it gives Whip of Magic, too. Nice. Okay. And this is why I have my sleeping bag. As you can see, I was moving back and forth. Put my chest plate back on. I think it's weird. You lie down on the ground and wear the sleeping bag in your chest slot. It makes a certain amount of sense, but it's kind of annoying that it doesn't put the armor back for you. You have to do it yourself. Let's see, where this is where I put these. Put that there. Put that there. And whoa, there we go. Inventory nice and clean. I've noticed something weird, by the way. I updated to one of the newer beta versions of Ender.io. And my pickaxe, you notice it's at 25, no, it's at 24,850, but it's been pulling power from my sword. Don't know why. I think that's weird. So it's like they're sharing power pool now. I think it's a little wild. So, one thing I wanted to show you, this little structure right here. This is basically a fire safety structure for a kettle. Kettle requires a fire to burn under it. Now, I don't know if you can see it right there. That's a dispenser. And it's got, yep, dispenser. It's got a couple of flint and steel in there. And then I have a carpenter's pressure plate. All I got to do, walk around and it lights it. Then, when I'm done doing whatever, I just left click once and put the fire out. This way, I don't have the crackling fire sound in the background. As long as I hear that, it makes me super paranoid. Super, super paranoid. So, I'm going to get some resources from the other area and move them over to this area. I'll be right back. Then maybe we can see if we can tackle our first ritual. Maybe. Okay. I have 2 things. Neat things. Ritual chalk. And then I have golden chalk. Now, let me start with ritual chalk. Gypsum. This is what I was talking about earlier. You get wood ash from burning any kind of wood. you can actually get normal smelting of saplings will give you wood ash. I recommend that you do it in the witch's oven, though, because certain kinds of trees... Where's the... Anyway, certain kinds of trees in the witch's oven... Let me go over here and show you this way. Recipes. See, sapling gives you... An oak sapling gives you wood ash. You can get that if you just smelt it in a normal furnace, right? But it also, if you did it in the witch's oven, it gives you exhale of the horned one. That's important. Spruce gives you hint of rebirth. That's important. Birch. I've been using a lot of birch because a lot of stuff uses breath of the goddess. A lot of stuff also uses exhale of the horned one. So, yeah, do it in the witch's oven. Don't just go smelt a whole bunch of saplings in the in your Ender IO or mechanism furnace. Don't do it that way. Do it in the witch's oven. You get benefits. So what you do is you get the wood ash and you put it in the crafting grid, and it gives you quicklime right there. See? Oh, I need to make that book. Conjuration of Fetishes. Ooh, that could be cool. Yeah. So then you get, that gives you 2 of those. Well, you get 1 of them. You do dandelion yellow on the sides, gold nuggets across the top, redstone underneath, piece of richer chalk in the middle, your extra, basically, and it gives you golden chalk. Now, I think these have a limited number of uses, but what I'm going to do, I'm looking, if I do that right there, I think 3, and then it is... Is it there? I'm looking at a diagram. So this is going to have... Ooh, I think I'm just going to barely miss this. No, that's not right. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Hang on a sec. Broom. Broom. Hawthorn saplings and 2 sticks. Do I have hawthorn saplings? That's rowan and alder. But I tell you what I do have. Let's get... Need more mutandus. Oh, come on, don't fail me now. Ooh, wait a minute. I always err that I need, I'll guess that I need shears for these things. Okay, I actually want those. I'm going to put those up. Okay. To heck with it. I'll just do it the hard way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Basically, I made this one too far this direction on this side. So I'm going to shorten it up. The perk of making a broom, if you don't turn it into a flying broom to get around on, it'll actually erase these chalk marks in 1 click. Just whoosh, they're gone. That's the perk of having a broom. It's real nice. Okay, so I think this is actually 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's a good ritual circle. So basically it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across both ways, okay? 7 this way, and it's 7 this way. Which means you're going to have 3, 1 indent, 3, 1 indent, 3, 1 indent. That's how you make the circle. This is the small ritual circle. I'm going to put these up. I actually decide that I do not need those for ritually things. I need them for crafting things. So I'm going to put them in there. Most people forget there is storage in the easy crafting table. It is colored dark or red to you normal folks because it doesn't get searched. So no matter what you put in here, it's not, you notice it's not going to search. So yeah, see, you have to take stuff out in order for it to search that. And I think that's good. It's balanced. Let's see. Do I have any more glint stuff? Ooh, it's going bonkers over here. Whoop, I actually want to leave that one. I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to put one actually right there. Let's put one over here. Stuff's great. I love it. And I'm going to put that aside. Okay. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, it's overflowing. Awesome. And then it should... Oh, I think it needs more clay jars. Wow. There we go. And it kicks back to life again. And you notice? 1336. It goes up. That improves it. And that improves it. Hey, we have an extra one already? Wow. These things spread like wildfire. Love them. Let's get one and put it... That's funny. Why not? By the way, you notice? 16,000. And this is still sitting at 24,600. So something's going on here. This is pulling power from this. And I don't know if it's a config option I've got or what. But something's changed in one of the recent beta versions. So anyway. Oh, that made it go down 4 points. That's funny. Okay, I think it does search out that far. Hang on a sec. That might be too far. Whatever. So, a lot of rituals, you'll notice, require a certain amount of power. Now, let's look at this. Glowstone dust. Was that diligent enough to bring any? No. Let's go get some real quick. A lot of rituals have a power rating. If you look in the book, 500, altar power. So you have to get your altar up to certain thresholds before you can do certain things, which I think is interesting. Now, stuff that is crafting ingredients, I've been putting in here, but technically this is a ritual ingredient. So I'm going to put it in there. So I need... Oh gosh, I have so much of this ender. Wow. A little bit of ender pearl goes a long way, doesn't it? Yeah, I have a lot more whiff of magic now. 16. Ooh. Okay. So I know this says I need binds the Waystone to the location of the ritual. I think I need to activate the Waystone first, though. I've got the wiki up for Witchery. I'm actually going to put it in the description for the video because the Witchery wiki, wow, I can't say that too much. The Witchery wiki, basically, it's very in-depth. It's very nice. It's very involved. How much? 14 mandrake. I'm good. You guys confirmed my suspicions, what I thought I remembered right. If you harvest mandrake at night, you're far less likely to get a little screaming thingy. And we're almost at midnight. It's probably the perfect time, but I actually have a good back stock of it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway. Waystone can be bound to a specific location using the ritual of binding, the rite of binding. So yeah, binds the Waystone. So I think first thing I need to do is go over here. I think there we go. So now I don't know how this thing works, but unknown right. That's what happens when you right click that and it doesn't have any ingredients sitting on it. So now overworld. How do I use it? Aha! Is an etched piece of flint that is important foci for circle magic involving transposition. So I have a Waystone, and it's bound to this place. Now I think infusion. Nope, that's all sorts of weird stuff. Write a transposition. Teleport to the Waystone's bound location. So this is a 7x7 that's got a little gold chalk thing in the middle of it. So now I think if I get my chalk, actually first thing I'm going to do is use my sleeping bag again. Thank you. Thank you, Senior Sleeping Bag. Okay, actually, yeah, that works pretty good. Okay, so there's a couple of things to note, right? I can't use this Waystone unless I have one of these on the ground where I'm teleporting from, right? But there is actually, circle? Who's got a circle? There we go. Circle Talisman. I can get a Circle Talisman small ritual, which is what this is. This is the small. There is a medium, a small otherware that depends upon what kind of chalk you're using. Small infernal, medium ritual. So I could make one of these, right? I think I get that, and then anyway, you get these. These are expendable items. You right-click them on the ground, and it slaps down a piece of a chalk circle instantly. So if I wanted to save time, I could make a small ritual chalk circle that would let me right-click on the ground to put a circle down, and then just use the Waystone on it. For now, what I want to do, I'm going to test this by landing on my cactus farm, because I'm smart. 1, 2, 3. Put them on either side. This is how I do it. Whoops. 1, 2. You got to move. It's all right. I'll put you right there. Put these on either side, and you go 1, 2, 3. Put them on either side. Then you just connect the corners. So I have a circle. I think if I go yeah, I'm going to have to do some research and figure out how to use the Waystone. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Waystone is crafted using a... oh, gosh. Okay, but we've got a circle here and a circle there. Hopefully by next episode, I'll figure out WTF so I can actually just pop back. But that's the entire point. If you notice, I've been going through my white chalk quite quickly. I'm going to have to make some more of that stuff pretty soon. So I'm real psyched about being able to start using some of this witchery stuff. I'm just going to have to do a lot of research because there's parts of it that I've used, but there's big parts of it, like previously, I never got it far into the rituals. The only ritual I've ever done previously was making the broom come to life, you know? That's it. So, yeah, see, 1340. It's going up. And we got more of these things. It's gotta be it. Hey, oh. Silly me. I turned that off. Oh well, we lost a glintweed over the edge. But we've got spare. All over the place. Stuff's great. I love it. You just keep up on harvesting it. And it looks way better than torches. You can hide it in gardens. You know? And it looks a lot better. It looks like a random plant instead of you have little torches littering your landscape. So, yeah. I think that's good. back to 1332. So it's searching out to about here, it looks like, roughly. Not very much farther, but yeah. Interesting. So we're getting into rites, we're getting into rituals. And I think, yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. So the next magic-y thing I want to do is finally make an infusion altar, because there's a whole bunch of wand foci, and there's a big tech hurdle that you cannot get past until you get an infusion altar. So I want to make an infusion altar. I'm going to break this down, and actually I might build a building, a stone building over it and around it, and then go up. But I'm going to have a nice stone structure. I'm thinking nether brick to kind of mix up the look so it's nice and dark and, oh, you know, I think that'll look good. But things are definitely coming along. Now, I'm just going to let you know, I've got plans, okay? I have plans. Over here, from where this wall breaks, I'm going to go out probably about 16 blocks. And then I'm going to make a floating island right there. And it's going to have a guard tower, almost like a tower that would have been on the wall if the city wall was still intact. And it's going to have a broken piece of wall and a couple of trapped guards. Now, I'm taking candidates for who in the community is going to actually be one of those guards. But we're going to do it with a contest. Basically, I'm looking for names. Names for the city. I can't just call it Vaygrim's whatever. The city itself is going to need a name. And I want to do a contest for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a link in this video to a thread in the forums, and I want people to start submitting names. If you see a name that you like, then definitely reply with a +1. If you don't see a name that you like, suggest your own. Make your own suggestion of a name. And whoever comes out with the most votes, whoever comes out with the most number of people chiming in saying, hey, that's good, then I think that that person is going to be the trapped guard on the guard tower. That's how we're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The contest is going to run for a week. So hopefully by Monday of next week, we'll have a result on it. And we can start building the guard tower. Whoa, hey, come, get back. Thank you. In the meantime, I'm going to do some more research on circle magic. We'll see if we can get some things working over in the Witchery area. Next episode, I'm thinking, and it kind of hurts, Project Red. Yes, I'm thinking Project Red. I'm going to put Project Red's piping and item transportation system to use. Not a lot of people mess with it. And it used to be kind of buggy, but I've been playing with it and testing with it off camera, in between episodes, in a test world that I've got, and I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I'm liking it, and I think it could be a really, really good system for this mod pack. So, yeah, look for that. Wednesday's episode is going to have Project Red in it. Then maybe we'll circle back around to some Thaumcraft, or more Witchery. Witchery is actually getting to be pretty cool. I kind of like it. I'm going to put all of this stuff in there. I'm getting torches back. That's not messed up. Yes, I'm very excited about all this. I cannot wait to make more progress in the Witchery arena. Now, I can already tell that I'm going to have to move this altar over probably about 2 blocks, maybe 3. Then I'd be able to fit a medium circle around it, because otherwise the building's going to be in the way. By the way, you notice I have a door here, but I don't really use it because I took the fence down. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I might have to move the altar over to about maybe here. Then I could put maybe 1 block forward, because then I could put a medium circle and a small circle, and I think that'd be good. So, until next time, this is Vaygrim signing off. Thank you for joining me for some starter Witchery shenanigans. I'm still figuring out what's going on with the mod, but bear with me. If you have some suggestions for things I should look into that would make good beginning content in Witchery, then definitely leave a comment in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you. Until next time, thank you very much for tuning in. You know, I love it when you guys come by and spend a little quality time with me. This is Vaygrim signing off. Bye-bye.